What's up, fight fans? I guess we're doing a 2-for-1 today. I guess we're getting 2 bags of chips for the price of 1. See, we're going to get to the introduction and all of that stuff, but I must make it known, and I'm sure that all of you who tune in to Reaper Gang Radio, we know the one thing that I do best over here. Real life. Oh, yeah. And all of the hardships that come along with it, all of the bullshit people tend to spread in it, infest the world with it, aggravations, just picking at people's brains. I love every bit of it. Reality, that is. I ain't talking that whole social media. I ain't talking clout chasing. I ain't talking none of that. I'm talking real life. What's grounded with those who stay 10 toes down. This is what Two Hands does best. So, and this is somebody who I've been hypercritical of and paying very close to the career of, and just been watching, you know, just the trajectory of all of his moves, how he's been moving out here. Like, what's really going on with this guy? And now, everything that we just happen to been touching over the course of this past week, when it just comes to Premier Boxing Champion, the redundant conversations we have with him, the forever changing narratives as we always try to pick the brains and figure out what's going on with them, it just seems that everything we were talking about this week, oh yeah, I must do a little pocket watching. We must pocket watch what's going on at the PBC, because apparently some niggas' pockets is in peril to where they gotta reach in, not the pockets of another grown man, not the pockets of another brolic individual, not something that I can respect, like running up on a real nigga and strong arming them and doing what you gotta do if it's that type of vibe, if that's that type of situation you living in. But this ain't that. We talking about a professional. We're talking about a world champion. We're talking about a person who supposedly gets the bag. We're talking about lions only. We're talking about a person who is trying to hide with so-called wealth and try to make it look like he got it because you're living in some small town in Texas outside of Houston. You know, we know the money stretches. We know you don't got it like that, but you want to flex like you running around like you that dude. So we talking about lions only, right? So this is what we doing. We not running in the pockets of men. We running in the pocketbooks. We running in the folds, not just any type of fold. I'm not talking about the billfold of a man. I'm talking about the fold of a waitress. That's what we're doing. Hold up. Bounce, shorty. Bounce, shorty. That's what your shit is doing. Is your ATM cards, is your credit cards playing a game of basketball, or them bitches doing the dribble? Are they bouncing off of the pavement? Your shit is on bounce, straight red, flatline, not getting no paper. A whole lot of delusions going on here. Once again, I swear to God, when the blue pill usually wins in their situation in their fucked up delusional mind, the red pill wins at life. I need to repeat that. When the blue pill gets fucked up in their situation, the red pill wins at life. You got Tank Davis running around here, $40,000, $50,000 thrown up by some jewelry company on a rental car. Not only the fact that you owe these people money, I'm sure they try to go at it, you know, the professional way, try to eloquently handle it, get it done, you know what I'm saying? Not try to, you know, ruin business with you, because if you're any smart individual, if you're doing business with supposedly supposed to be a star, somebody who likes to stay flossy, when it comes down to being a salesman and doing business, you are going to make sure that you do the business the right way, because one thing we know about salesmen, we always need the money to come back. These motherfuckers got to go out and spend more money on top of the money that you owe them just to make it evident and show the world how much you owe them. How tap y'all niggas is. You're running up in billfolds. Hold on. Pocket watching ass nigga. You basically mean to tell me that you just went at two women in a restaurant who have to work their ass off dealing with a whole bunch of ignorant people, self-entitled, all types of narcissism, all type of weird motherfuckers who walk in their daily walks of life, who probably already had some shitty pissed off day, a bunch of kids who probably driving their parents crazy, whatever the case may be, whatever waitress, whatever. whatever drunk individuals they got to end up dealing with, and they bullshit. And when it comes to they tabs, the shitty tips that they get and everything, that we got to deal with the type of frustrations on somebody we feel like is going to take care of us at the end of the night. Because I know one thing. Somebody in that building probably knew who you were. So those two ladies probably felt like they were blessed in the situation to be able to wait on y'all and probably put forth 5-star effort, 6-star effort, 7-star effort, 8-star effort, just so they could get the type of tip they feel as though they would never get on any other night. If you're just thinking about the law of averages and probability of walking into a star, unless they working at, you know what I'm saying, some type of Mr. Childs or something like that, where, you know, they see these type of individuals. But even then, protocol. Yo, when you come up and see, here's the thing, all of the fake floss and all of the shit that you do. Oh, my bad. Hold on. We're going to pause that. We're going to save that after this. What the fuck is up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, a.k.a. Mr. Two Hands Up. Fah Fah. You already know what it is. And apparently this is Reaper Gang Radio, and we are back at it again because allegedly, just recently, this individual, Jermall Charlo, the 160-pound world champion, WBC world champion, decides to go into a restaurant with a large party on the night before his brother's big fight against Brian Castano, what is supposed to be for the first one belt, 154-pound undisputed of this era, in the 4-belt era. You went out with a large party. You go out, have drinks, put forth a large bill. Matter of fact, you can't pay. So when it's come times for you to pay for it, to pay your so-called large tab, allegedly, this is what happened. Your shit goes, eh. So I'm sure the waitress is like, hold on. Let me run this back. I'm doing this shit all wrong. This is Mr. Icy. This is Mr. I got it like that. This is Mr. I'm pulling up in something foreign. This is Mr. Stupid ass RoboCop 3 Chanel wearing glasses type choker chain icy type nigga. Mr. I got it like that. Let me go ahead and rub this on my apron a little bit. Try to get this together. Let me get this together, because I'm sure we having, you know what I'm saying, some type of computer error, some type of malfunction. There's something wrong with the scanner. Better yet, let me not use the slide. I'm gonna go ahead and try to chip this go round. So no. So now I gotta go. Let me go follow the rule book. I'm gonna go ahead and just do what I'm supposed to do, step by step. Let me go back and tell this gentleman, I tried your card twice. It bounced. Nah. I'm sure you gave some ignorant response. Run that shit back, shorty, whatever, because you're with a freaking an enormous entourage, and I'm sure y'all probably acting ignorant as all fuck, because I know how you get down in the public. We've seen you live. We've seen you after Deontay Wilder took a L. You out there bitch screaming fuck when you walking out the door, almost on the level of if your bitch lost something. But that's something different here. I'm just speaking to the character of the individual. So I know what you did. Run that shit back. She goes and runs the car back. The bitch for the third time. So what do? You feel as though they tried to steal your credit card. You take it upon yourself to not just only get up, make a scene out of yourself, make a all the way donkey, pit bull, chihuahua dog ass of yourself. You go inside and forcefully go inside these ladies' freaking waitress folds or whatever for the bills. Go in there looking for cards, flipping shit up, and the money that was allegedly in these so-called waitresses' folds, he took it out of it, which belonged to some other individuals. I'm talking about straight cash. I ain't talking about cards. We talking about cash money. So not only the fact that your shit bounced, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but you proceeded to make a scene in the restaurant. You got a large party with you. I'm sure you doing the dumb shit that you and just all of you other idiots over at the PBC who think y'all got money. You guys are always rapidly spending it as soon as you fucking get whatever little stipend you could get from daddy, by the way, if y'all motherfuckers didn't know. Like they said in the famous song, if you don't know, now you know. They get stipends from daddy. You probably taking all of that shit, spending it with your big ass entourage, fucking up. Now you got got all of these niggas with you and they broken. All of y'all motherfuckers is sitting there with your little disco ball choker chains on. You gonna tell the people at the fucking restaurant that you would fuck them up? You gonna do what? Hold on. Mind you. He ain't talking to men. You talking to women. You talking to women, bro. So when I sit up here and I cuss and I say all of the things that I say about these clowns and I'm on their helmet the way I'm on their helmet 24/7, like a game on Sunday in the NFL, y'all worry about how I critique them? Nah, they do bitch ass shit and you witnessing it. So once again, red pill wins. I already told you. This one thing I do very well. I do real life. I don't do that other shit. Talk boxing good too. But when it comes to this real life shit, oh yeah, I do this. And you're a fucking clown. Do you have a family? What type of example are you trying to set being a father, uncle, you know what I'm saying, a son, a nephew, a cousin, a friend, anything like that? If it just shows that you can go out here and you can act an animal in the nature of having what type of change that you got, what does that say about the other people that are with you? How do you think that they're going to conduct themselves? So everybody's in here acting a donkey. Probably don't know nothing about this man finances, but I'm sure I see it all the time. They going to act out of pocket if you act out of pocket. You are supposed to be the ringleader of whatever people that you represent. And on top of the fact that you're supposed to be representing yourself a certain way because somewhere, God knows, I don't know why, but kids are going to look up to you because you're in a profession that they're one day going to want to walk in. But you're not even walking it the right way. And you're doing all type of wrong things. First of all, you're reaching in the women. Bro. Tank Davis has done a lot of shit. A lot of shit. But this one situation, it put you on par with what the fuck Tank did in Miami. If you'll black out and you'll act like that in front of any individual in the public, knowing you have everything to lose, nothing to gain, and quite frankly, even more to lose when you think of just the legal aspect of it. When they run your motherfucking, when they wring your ass out the motherfucking dry, leave you out that bitch butt ass naked when the prosecution get done with your stupid doofy ass defender ass. Cause you gonna be the defendant and they gonna, look, you gonna get out the way. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of all of, the glamour and glitz of whatever you see in the media and the headlines, when it comes to felonies and things of that nature, here is the absolute fucking deal. Yeah, they're gonna trump up and put all the biggest charges they can up in the headlines, but at the end of the day, a lot of this shit is gonna get plead out. He gonna walk away with some probation and some type of sticky fine, but best believe, I hope you really got it like that, because you're going to be paying a lot of money underneath the table to a lot of good old boys. I'm going to tell you one thing about Texas, buddy. Texas, when it comes to that legal system, bro, it ain't what you know, and you don't know fucking much already. You're a fucking moron. It is absolutely who you know and the people you shake hands with. And when you start playing in those areas and you start operating like that and people start witnessing you as a menace in the public and you're supposed to be a figure, guess what? They have the tendency to make an example and make a movie out of your stupid ass. So guess what? Get ready for it, because it's motherfucking coming. Hey, man. Joke's on you. Right. Because it most certainly is, and it will be, and best believe. Let's not even just talk about the fact that you caught charges through the state, motherfucker. You're going to have to deal with the fact that these women are going to sue you for all types of pain and suffering. They're going to sue you for whatever. You never know. They might have a sprained wrist. Tomorrow, the girls is at the IR. The next thing you know, the girls is in intensive care units. Look at the flick of the wrist. It ain't the motion ain't right. Shit getting a little jacked up over here. I don't know. Something might, you never know. We're talking about people. We're talking about life. We're talking about everyday struggle that you fail to be disconnected from because you have such an inflated ego, and what this monster and the PBC's instant gratuity for all of the fake fuck shit that you have ever done in your career has done to you. This is the same thing that happened to Tank. This is the same thing that happened to Adrian Broner. This is why Errol Spence meets head first, losing the match 1-0 to the Ferrari windshield. This is why things like this happen. Shit's out of control, B. And if you're Jermall Charlo, look, man, I understand that's your brother, but operating, helping that man helping him through somebody. That's the one part of being a part of public figure too. You got to have fixers, bro. You got to have people that's willing to fix your shit or deal with certain people that are fucked up that you might be family members with, knowing the type of things, the questions you have to answer, the type of people that might make other people's burdens and rest them on your shoulders. You might have to just help him underneath the table a little bit. Send, you know what I'm saying, send messages out there, you know, pass whatever help, whatever knowledge you need from, you know what I'm saying, through a different pipeline. But in the physical right now, it makes absolutely no sense for you to deal with this type idiot, bro. For real, you better be lucky you in the boxing world. You better be lucky you're in the boxing world. Because look, shit like that, anywhere else, nigga, you would have lost it all. There ain't gonna be no tomorrow. There ain't gonna be no next week, motherfucker. You better hope you get a hearing by next season. I don't care what sport you talk about. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They play a little different in boxing. So you fortunate. But once again, women. Imagine that. Imagine that. Al needs to give him bigger allowances. Tank owes for cars, Broner owes for everything. Charlo's stealing. They're like battered wives, acting out for cries of help. No wonder Spence turned to drink. Yo, me and my mans and them did a parody or whatever back in the day or whatever, where we did this little rap or whatever about called Magic Card. It was basically about, you know what I'm saying, like spinning these girls like when we used to mess with or whatever, balling off their food stamp cards or whatever. So, you know what I mean? Like so we named ourselves a group, right? And at the time we just had, you know what I'm saying, I think I just had my first child, my man just had his first, whatever the case may be. We called ourselves the BBFC, the Battered Baby Father Crew. These niggas is running around like battered baby bitches, man. But I can't even put them in the realms of how me and my niggas operate. The difference between us and them is, you know what I'm saying, we out here joking. Y'all motherfuckers trick on a regular day. Y'all trick on a day-to-day basis. Y'all have no repercussions for y'all motherfucking actions. And now y'all been put in a position to where, well, excuse me, he's been put in a position to where he's completely fucked. Is nobody recognizing the trend, the trickle-down effect, how this shit seems to happen with these dudes time and time again? And not only, look, the crazy thing is these motherfuckers make more headlines for all types of negativity and things that have to do with fucking legal precedents than these motherfuckers do in their own boxing careers. They don't do shit in their boxing careers. When the fuck have they ever been a major headline all over the fucking media for anything that they do in boxing? But when it comes down to, you know, playing Debo and saying you're gonna fuck up a couple of women because you got a freaking credit card that is bounced and declined 3 times and have the audacity to think somebody is gonna steal it, obviously you ain't who you say you are, because you ain't even keeping up with the credit line, you fucking piece of shit. You would be on top of that. And where the cash at? Where the cash at? Where the cash at? Oh, you missing that too, huh? You just couldn't flex with that. It was fuck it. I'm just going wild all the way the fuck out, and I'm going to go to jail, and I'm just going to humiliate these women and their hard night of work and everything like that. While, you know what I'm saying, I disrespect, you know, my family's name. While I disrespect, you know, my brother's hard work, and I just completely just fuck over my life and, you know, and play, you know, and play Russian roulette with my career. Shout out to the fucking stupid. For real, yo. Let me check out these comments, man, because I know y'all on some shit right now. I know y'all saying some good shit. Oh, yeah. My bad, y'all. Dean Campbell, salute, bro. Lisa Bell, salute to the queen. Mr. T, the meme king. What it do? Dragon Leg, what's up, Brody? JD Boxing, my guy, what's goody? D-Town Blaster, Fah Fah. You already know what it is. Peter Edwards in the building. Glad you caught me, bro. We going back to back on this one because apparently we got a bunch of stupid motherfuckers in the world that we have to correct. Or we have to let them know what the fuck time it really is when it comes to this thing called life. Since you want to, you know, Jesus, man. Jesus. Rachel, salute, sweetheart. She says, next time Jermall Lyons only goes to the bar, they're going to be cash only or call Al. Absolutely, man. That motherfucker's going to start rocking fucking T-shirts and shit like that. Members only jackets that say call Al every time he walk up in the bar. Every time you walk up in the bar, members only fucking jackets and members only shirt and shit like that with Al Heyman fucking phone number plastered all over the front and all over the back of that jump. Don't ask me, salute, King. He says allegedly Charlo's card got declined, so he grabbed the folders from the waitress, one with his card, the other with someone else's payment, and ran out the place, allegedly. Yeah, absolutely, allegedly. It's splattered all over ESPN and every other major headline. So apparently, you know, that's out of the police report. You know, we do know that this incident happened back in July, but he was actually charged today. So I'm pretty sure after they watched surveillance, after, you know, they did their little, you know, they did their investigation, you know, a preliminary inquiry was done and they got his ass. Big up to you, bruh. Man, we got to tell it how it is out here, Mickey Dub, because it's one thing like, yo, we got to understand here, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing, man. These motherfuckers are supposed to be role models. And more we getting away from these individuals who don't understand that regardless of whatever you're doing, you have the power to, you know, redirect another person's life. And that is a very powerful thing. So we should always, if we're on that scale, and I'm sure you definitely, I know you come from a good family. Your mom seems like a sweet woman who loved you unconditionally, Slim. I know that from just hearing her talk, how she ride for you. Like I'm sure that you've been consciously put up on that and you're consciously aware of it on some level, but in some way, shape, or form, you've let the entourages who happen to be poisonous as cancer. One of Andre Ward's 10 boxing commandment no-nos. You're letting the entourage, you letting the spinach, and number 3, you got beer goggles because you're constantly inebriated. You're engulfing too much alcohol, B. And I'm sure all of this is playing a factor in just in the decisions you're making. But bro, the youngins, you have the ability, and you're in a position to alter not just one person's life, several people's life, bigging them up. Even if you don't make them superstar boxers, you can make them superstar civilians, bro. Superstar, you know what I'm saying? Just superstar men, superstar women when it just come to being, you know what I mean? When it come to just life and winning at life. Like there, you know, there's an old movie with the little boy, Pay It Forward. Every good deed begets another good deed. And you got to start by paying that shit forward, bro. You're supposed to be a successful individual, and you giving that shit back by doing what? Poisonous shit, fucking your body up time and time again when your body's supposed to be your temple, especially in the position you in. And you're not you know what I'm saying? And you're a physical specimen for real. You could be great, because I feel like you operate with the better of the 2 trainers. And I feel like you got more to offer than the other brother, but he's willing to work harder than you. And even through his emotions and shit like that, he fuels it differently. Jermall takes his emotions and he makes it constructive, and he goes to work in the gym with it. He don't get inside of his head. He don't start talking and harping and get people around him. He ain't got 80 million. Well, he do got 80 million people around him sometimes, but even he's slimmed down on his profile, slimmed down on all the people he was hanging out with, and vocalized how he don't like the people that you're dealing with. I got it in the video. So knowing these things, this is what leads up to this shit. This is what led up to this. Character flaws, bro. Character flaws. Man, look, man. My mom always told me as a young nigga, bro, when I was running around in the street, knucklehead, didn't want to listen, father, you know what I'm saying, wasn't around or whatever, just doing wild, dumb shit, just mad at the world. My mom told me every time, Devon, you get too far away, far removed from your family, you get removed from your beacon of light. That's your source of power. You gotta have, and whoever your source of power is, meaning I'm talking about the person who give you game, the person who put you up on how you supposed to respond to situations. If you get so far removed from that and you around people who just around you for the type of things that you doing in the moment, you gonna lose. And you out this joint lost right now. And I'm telling you, bruh, I done been in it. I know what it looked like. That road you going down, I'm telling you right now, Slim, that ain't a road you want to be down. And regardless of how you think you can fight, you ain't built like that. You not built like that. Because when niggas lock in and shit get different, all of that changes, bro. All of that changes when you get up in that cold cellar, you in there by yourself, and that food get real shitty, man. And you know, the hospitality just becomes absolutely foreign. You become a number then. You making yourself the wrong type of statistic, bro. Like, be the person that don't just build yourself up, build other people around you up too. Constructive shit. Next level king shit. But you out here doing prima donna, queen, donkey, just duff nigga shit, bro. Typical clown activity, just the actions of a fucking premature alcoholic, the attitude of a burpee breath, the attitude of a baby milk burpee breath boy. And this is what comes from that. And see, this is the problem with these outlets too. Everybody want to be hypercritical. Everybody want to throw their jabs and say whatever. Yeah, we're going to do that too, because the criticism come with it. That's a must. But where the game come from, though? Where the lesson come from where you mess up? Like, where are you going? Like, yo, where do we make the U-turn? Okay, yeah, he did this, but okay, how do we get this nigga to doing that? Because regardless of whatever he doing, right or wrong, I don't dislike the dude. I just dislike the way he moved. I don't have no reason to hate this guy, man. I'm talking boxing, man. The dumb shit he do give me content. If it was good shit, I'd be putting it out. I would prefer it be the good things. And I put it out and I, you know what I'm saying, I could talk good about the dude. But it ain't that. But I'm just saying. Like I ain't here to, you know, like endorse this dude's clown behavior and just make this nigga just the laughing stock of, you know, two other women's, you know, humiliation, them being completely chastised out of, you know what I mean, in their daily, everyday profession, where I'm sure, you know, they probably not the happiest, let's be honest, a large majority, some of us outside of, you know, a 1% of our society today are probably unhappy with, you know, our current occupations. And the ones that aren't unhappy with it, you're not working. Because my pops always told me, if you love what you do, you never work another day in your life. So shout out to y'all. But everybody's life ain't like that, bro. So it's bigger than Charlo. And this situation shows, and it shows me about the pattern with a bunch of other PBC individuals. And just like that situation where Adrian Broner, where, you know what I'm saying, right, wrong, or indifferent, if the camera didn't catch him, allegedly, he could be guilty of that shit, grabbing that girl pussy in the fucking mall just because he could do shit like that, because Adrian Broner has had several other activities where he has done, not saying shit like that, but he's a dude that's filled with antics and act like he's fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, Mansa Musa, and he run the fucking world. Like, yo, man, something got to give, bro. The headlines got to swap, man. It's like these PBC goofballs, bro, like one or two things are going to happen, bro. Like, y'all leadership, y'all should be a constructive success, and, you know, y'all should be an essential building block to what all the successes of boxing, and constantly not be, you know, the destroying wrecking ball factor that comes through and alters, you know, any type of progress that boxing is going to make, bro. I'm not with that shit. And I don't think anybody that's sensible is with it. And, you know, this does nothing. This does nothing good for the sport. Black eyes once again. Black eyes. I can't stand the bullshit, bro. I guess 7 million for an Andre fight. Look real nice right now. Oh my God. My man back that joint scratching like a crackhead or whatever, hoping they could re-drum that contract up. He hoping they could drum that contract back up. But at the end of the day, for real, the worst thing to do, you know what I'm saying? The worst thing is squander potential and wasted opportunities, bro, because them shits don't come back around twice. And it gets to a point to where, you know, you start to, you overestimated your underestimated value. And people will get to the point to where they do business around you, where they start to understand that they don't fucking need you anymore. They don't have to do anything with you anymore. They can just continue to move around you because their business practice has been just fine without you, and so has their cards. So then what? I bet you'll be really looking for that money then, right? Just like a lot of these other fighters, bro. When you're a fighter, bro, you got to get on that shit right then. Can't be wasting time out here. Let me see what's next. Let me call the bank verse. Let me grab and run. I know what I do, but I'm sober and judgmental. Hey, man, look, man, hey, real spill, don't ask me, bro. I know what I would do sober and judgmental, and I know what I would do drunk as fuck, high as fuck off a fucking Shoki Lime Pop 87 and shit, belligerent and half, you know what I'm saying, half leaning off the bar stool, pissing every 3 minutes. I know what I would do still. I would pay my shit and still throw a hefty tip because that's how, you know what I'm saying, real men move, man. That's how normal people move, man. You responsible enough to go out and have a good time without tearing some shit up, without being disrespectful to anybody else's time, and without especially making an ass out of yourself and having to bring the red and blues to the situation, bruh. Like, yo, in 2021, they made life a little too good for those who like to drink and go out and party right now. I mean, shit, we wake up in the morning, we, you know what I'm saying, take care of our hygiene, we, you know what I'm saying, or in the evening, we take care of our hygiene, shower up, boom, get fresh, boom, call an Uber, head to the party, you know what I'm saying, get drunk, don't have to take no cash with you, just go ahead and swipe that thing up, or don't even swipe that thing up, just go ahead and take that shit, boom, put it on the screen, hit your Google Pay, some Pay, Venmo, or whatever, get them niggas your bread. Don't gotta bring no money out the house, worry about getting got late at night if you downtown by some degenerate idiot. And then, you know, what do? You call the Uber or the Lyft. You can get the X all the way up to the Signature or the Black Series, you feel me? Go big body SUV and get your ass taken all the way back to your fucking crib with no problems, bills paid, time, have a good time. And if, you know what I'm saying, and for all those men or women who feel like going home and getting lucky, if that, you know what I'm saying, if that right one happened to be in there, yeah, you know what I'm saying, score. It's a win-win. Shit is too easy in 2021. You don't even got to be in that position. Sober and judgmental or all the way fucked up, we're going to make the right call. Because if you can't do those things when you under the influence of that shit, you shouldn't be doing it anyway. That's how I always felt about it. Yo, I ain't never been one of them niggas that got plastic, and I done been drunk to the point in high school I done had alcohol poisoning and woke up in the hospital, shit like that. Like, and I've always remembered what I did the night before. Always. No matter how good the time was, no matter how good the fucking reception was at, you know, a best friend's wedding or whatever the case may be, always remember what happened the night before. And allegedly might have whipped the car home a few times while I was feeling a little hazy off the Patron. Allegedly, don't drink and drive. I'm just saying. They always down bad, Mr. T. They always down bad. I think, you know, I'm going to do a compilation of mugshots now that you say something, bro. Why not, man? We could do a meme. I don't even think there's necessarily, like, we could do, oh, shit, I got it. I'll find a freaking, I'll find a remake of Akon's Locked Up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something that somebody covered on YouTube, somebody covered Locked Up or whatever. Reach out to them. You know, share their link in the, share their link in the description and all of that. Then put the cuts of all of the PBC mug shots up there, and then just have Locked Up by Akon and Styles P playing in the background while we watch all of these fucking degenerate fucking criminals mug shots roll across the screen for about 5 or 10 minutes. I promise you that shit'll hit real nice with a little Reaper, little Reaper cut sprinkled on top of that shit. I can already see it. That's a video right there. That is a whole comedic vibe. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's another person's pain. God damn. PBC, posting bond constantly. How you love that shit? How you love that shit? Come on, man. God damn, these comments so far fucking down here, bro. Jesus. I'm all the way up there. All right, I'm going to just go down and we're going to start over. I've been stoned and drunk out of my fucking brains, and I always pay my bills regardless. Always. Never miss the beat, Pete. We never miss the beat, Pete. Because that's what real one's supposed to do. You know what? You know what, Peter? That's what adults do. That's what mature individuals do. They pay their tab. Yeah, you know, I lend you a service and you repay that service with some form of currency or whatever we negotiated at that time. But in these circumstances, we talking about pay your bills, man. Something as simple as paying your bills. We're not talking about like, yo, no expensive, lavish, 300, 400, like $1,000 party. We're not talking about no crazy wild piece of jewelry, no expensive fucking car that's all the way done up that was left at a shop after purchase and had all of this work, customized to it or whatever. No, we're talking about a freaking bar tab. So if he can't make a bar tab and he ain't off of a bar tab, that just lets you know what type of financial hardships that this individual is suffering from. Or is he so naive that he just says, fuck it, and he just feel like he can get away with it? Like, yo, remember that Dave Chappelle? And I highly doubt that too, by the way. But remember that Dave Chappelle, I think it was on season 2. No, it wasn't even the Chappelle show. My bad, guys. Remember that Kevin Hart show that used to come on or whatever with Nick Cannon, Nelly, what was that shit called? Whatever the fuck that shit was called or whatever, right? The Kevin Hart show. Remember on season 2, he had Chris Rock on there. Kevin Hart wasn't really like the super big star yet, but his buzz was crazy. But Chris Rock is a known comedic star. Some would consider a comedic genius. Me, not really my favorite cup of tea. I was always more of a Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence kind of sitcom kind of dude. Anyway, remember how everywhere him and Chris Rock went or whatever, right? Chris Rock would just take a person's car. He would walk out, valet, just take somebody's freaking Viper and shit like that. He was like, yo, Kevin, you're not famous. You know what I'm saying? Like he would just take people's car, jet, grab somebody's coat, jet, walk up in the jewelry store, grab the finest watch, jet out. The people wouldn't say nothing or whatever. They would just let him take all of that shit. Kevin Hart tried it. He got his ass whooped. Kevin Hart tried to get flex with a piece of jewelry. They tried to make him pay. They tried to get out of one situation, not paying for the food. I think they whooped his ass. So all types of wild stuff was happening to him. But when it came to Chris Rock, he just kept emphasizing the fact that when you're a star, you can do this stuff. And, when you can't live this life. I'm pretty sure I don't think he's egotistical enough to believe he's that much of a starter where he could just walk in and he got the perks to where he's like, he flexing or he like clout chasing to his people like he don't got to pay the tab. I hope that's not the case. I know, you know, the Derevyanchenko match, you know, or the Montiel match didn't get him to the point to where he's stupid enough to believe that he's suffering from that Kevin Hart complex off that episode with Chris Rock. And he's thinking he's that starter, can just walk off the lot with whatever, and everybody just endorses it like, yo, that was fucking Chris Rock. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do right now. Like, yo, I hope Jermall Charlo isn't really thinking that of himself. But we already know he suffers from the disease of feeling himself. Is Manny rematching Ugas? Too early for me to tell. Haven't heard anything about it. But oh yeah, Eddie Murphy was my dude. There was a movie I remember that. I mean, Eddie Griffin was that dude, man. I remember there was a movie this dude was in, man, like back in the day with Master P on No Limit Records. I think it was called like Nothing to Lose or something like that. That was a really fucking good, underrated, low budget like kind of movie that was put together by Master P. Really fucking good movie. Really dope in it. Yeah, man, but like Richard Pryor, like Eddie Murphy Raw, you know what I'm saying? Like anything Richard Pryor did, you know, Martin Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? Def Comedy Jam, Bernie Mac, Def Comedy Jam, his I Can't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of you motherfuckers routine, shit like that. That was the dope shit. That's when like comedy was at its all-time high, like firing on all cylinders. These dudes just do a bunch of recycled, stolen jokes or whatever from smaller, you know what I'm saying, from smaller, more talented individuals that just ain't in their spot. But that's another story, though. Dave Chappelle is my dude, man. Him and the guy who wrote for his show is a white guy. The one he had on Ghetto Hollywood Squares or whatever on the Chappelle show, man, them dudes, man, they wrote together. They wrote some fucking amazing material together. Politically, you know, politically prolific, man, definitely profound material. I mean, and even, you know, the third eye that Dave Chappelle had in doing like skits like the black white supremacists, like, you know, like the skit on, you know, the black reparations, you know, like all of the shit that he did, the niggas episode, like, yo, Dave Chappelle was definitely profound in his work, man, and definitely like him and that white guy, like they set a whole different bar for what fucking comedy and single-handedly cemented, you know what I'm saying, the greatest comedy sitcom of the 2000s, bro. Period. Go look up Patrice O'Neal, one of the funniest comics departed this earth like 10 years ago, but hugely underrated. Yeah, I'm gonna check her out, definitely, for sure. Salute, Virtuoso. Yeah, man. Whole PBC mugshot calendar, bro. Believe it or not, Mr. T, that would be a good ass idea for, you know, Premier Boxing Champions to go ahead and make that shit and put that shit out, because believe it or not, fight fans, controversy sells anyway. So if you take a Premier Boxing Champions mugshot calendar, put that shit together, bro, really put something out there, like, yo, the kids will sell it, they'll think that shit is dope. It's just another way to lend edge to your fighters or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like, just put little dumbass little shit with it. But I'm sure the fighters, I mean, it's all public information now anyway. It's all public record. So like, shit, why not have fun with it and monetize it? I'm always the type of individual, I feel like, you know, there's nothing that you can't monetize. Well, there's certain things, you know, that's just limited to the real extreme fucking nut ass shit that we just won't speak on Reaper Gang Radio. And that's not much. So we're not even going to go there. Because, you know, it could be some type bad shit. But yeah, man, I feel like anything, man, fucking monetize that shit, yo. You got the fucking opportunity, monetize it. I ain't against nobody making a living, especially off doing no dope shit like that. PBC mugshot calendar, I'll be the first one to tell you, I buy the shit. It'd be funny as fuck. I'd have that shit hung up. Shit, whenever I get finished this new setup for Reaper Gang Radio and shit, that shit would be right behind me on the camera and shit. Charlo got that Class A ego, but has a Class D status. Absolutely, man. Like I said, man, when I said 2 years ago, when I compared them dudes, when we were speaking on the LDBC, and I said, yo, the PBC, like when I called them the Chitlin Circuit, Yo, I was dead ass, man. And once again, they continuously prove to me time and time again that they are every bit of a Chitlane circuit. And these dudes operate, Dolomite, these niggas really operate with a real low frequency, bruh. It's like these dudes, like they just, it's like they really PBC dudes, man, they claim like they big stardom, but just like you saying, man, they act like they got a class A ego, but they definitely, you know what I'm saying, D-class sticky brown shit at the bottom of sticky brown, sticky brown shit at the bottom of the barrel material, bro. And it just goes to show, man, it's just like, yo, these dudes act like they top billing stars, but they live their life like they regular ass, nut ass, immature ass civilians, man. They live their life like they're fucking civilians. They run around, they do immature, like corner block boy shit. I'm talking about low level, we ain't getting no money type of corner boys. Like, I'm talking about dudes who don't like really, like, who wouldn't fly about their money, moving around the right way, you know what I'm saying, about their cash. They just some dusty ass sit on the crates, you know what I'm saying, making noise and fucking just harping type dudes, man. They conduct themselves like they don't have any type of like public interest, like they're not supposed to be trying to develop a bigger level of public interest, and they shouldn't be wanting to develop like all the right types of notoriety. Like, yo, these dudes aren't becoming like yo, Floyd, like, man, how the fuck could you, how these dudes out here moving like this on a consistent basis? Like, and these niggas, and it's very evident that they have a leash around their neck. We know they got a leash around their neck. Every time you ask them dudes about a real significant fight that's going to somewhat please the fans and somewhat restore boxing in this modern era to some level of prominence, if we just going to consider a current decade, like a fight that we could talk about, maybe, you know what I mean, like something that could be potentially fruitful for the fans. Like, yo, these motherfuckers will real quick run back to, you know what I'm saying, getting right next to they fucking owner's fucking leg in a heel position like they fucking mutts and shit. We know they operate with the leash, though. They some funny motherfuckers, man. Yeah, man. Fucking straight up Chitlane circus, bro. Bunch of pork crackling ass niggas, man. Like for real. Like, if you like, yo, if niggas' lives was comparable to a bag of chips, these niggas' careers would be pork cracklings, B. Straight pork rind ass niggas, man. You know, the good chips is always on the one stand in the liquor store. The pork rinds is always in the back corner and shit. They over there with the Tijuana mama, the red hot fucking weenies and shit. Oh, man. They got that Kenny Powers ego for sure. For sure. I just want like, man, like it comes to a point now where it's like, okay, all right, we gotta cover it. Fuck it. It comes to a point when Adrian Broner literally 2 weeks ago was blasting on freaking Twitter his freaking text messages talking about Al treating him like, you know, he a bitch ass worker and he just fronting him off a little bit of his own bread and shit like that, to freaking Jermall Charlo trying to freaking threatening to assault women, waitresses and shit like that. Debo and freaking, you know, check folds and shit, stealing people's money out of the damn thing. Like, bro, you can't say that y'all about no money. You can't say that y'all dudes are doing anything. Like, you can't say that y'all getting any money. I don't want to hear you harp and act like you stars. If I ever hear y'all ask for a purse that is above freaking a $1.5 million to 500,000 without a realistic look on your face, all of you should be bitch slapped, because you are clearly showing that y'all are some 500,000 fucking $250,000 fucking fighters, man. Look at how y'all responding, bro. You responding to tabs like that. You got Adrian Broner airing out his text messages on Twitter about money that's owed. Bro, if you a young rich nigga, like you say you a young rich nigga, you wouldn't even be talking about that shit. It's like, bro, I remember when you doing good, everybody goes through a point in their life where they financially off, they on. Then you go through a process where a rainy day fund fucks up, and then you get back on your shit to where you kind of get like on a firm autopilot with your finances until some shit happens. Some shit always happens. But anyway, like, come on, bro. You can't tell me. Like these dudes should be bitch slapped. You can't. Hold on. Hold on, somebody at my door. Oh shit. My bad. Somebody was at my door. Where was I? Man, motherfucker made me lose my spot. Tevin Farmer got to teach these fools how to make money legit besides crying over Cash App and decline credit cards. Just saying. Look, bro, you got look, they $200,000, $1.5 million fighters. Period. Can't nobody convince me different. If these motherfuckers ask for anything above that shit, bro, you know that shit is a legit cry for help. We know that shit is a cry for help. You're only pricing yourself out because, you're probably your promotional outfit, because we know that these mutts who are always on heel, when it comes to asking about getting in real fights, they get right back to their fucking piss position right next to Al's fucking ankle. We already know that these dudes don't want to make the fights. So if it's inflated, I feel like it's inflated on the back of that fucking ridiculous machine that is the PBC, for them to try to pay for all of their fucking problems. Because if they going to step outside of that shit, they want a motherfucker to pay for all of their problems. They can't do it themselves. They can't sustain it. They can't hold it down. Or you got to do what Canelo's doing. You got to go straight to Fox to get it. And it's got to be so lucrative that they ain't got no choice but to try to take it. But at the end of the day, nobody can convince me any different that these dudes are no more than $200,000 fighters, $1 million fighters, man, and that's all that they worth. And if we look at recent patterns in history, as many times as we went over their finances, from the Errol Spencers all the way down to the Danny Garcias, you name it, to the Jermall Charlos, to the Jermall Charlos, because we know Jermall doesn't have any money, because I remember I was just telling you guys months ago that Jermall Charlo has never made over $1 million in his career until he fought Sergey Derevyanchenko on that pay-per-view. Before that, it was $750K to $500,000 purses, and you take the 40+% out of it by the tax man, that nigga ain't making shit. Shout out to goddamn Junior Lopez, because he ain't making shit. You feel me? So all of this trying to price yourselves out and do this shit, y'all motherfuckers can't do nothing. Y'all niggas is tapped. Tapped. Done. Well dry. I don't know how you guys stay afloat. I don't know what type of next level finessing or what type of, golden space age glow parliament style. I just took off on the mothership 1970 style Frankie Beverly and Mays pimping that Al Heyman is doing over there to keep them guys afloat. But I mean, pay attention to the fight cards. Them boys ain't really active like that. And I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, it's a bunch of split tap dancing and shucking and jiving in between Showtime and Fox And for real, both of those individuals are probably outside, probably looking at this shit like, man, are we going to make our money from this shit? Are we going to get it back? Or we just going to keep diving ourselves further in the hole where we just paying these niggas for free? Because that's all they're doing is paying those dudes for free, because they ain't bringing shit back to the motherfucking table. Free shit. Shout out to, damn, it feels good to be a premier boxing champion. Real spill. You can go there, you can be the biggest underachiever in the world, and you can still find time to make your way on TV, catch continuous freaking charges that make you look like a freaking simp out here getting caught up, you know what I mean, with your boss's broads, beating on broads, owing people money, bounce checks. You can call out your freaking owner and nothing happened, because a lot of people don't understand. What makes Al Haymon so strong is there is a lot of power. I mean, an extreme amount of power in silence. Because you don't have to heal what you never reveal. Put that shit in your pipe, smoke it, let it sink in. That's some real shit, though. We already know this, man. Big ass house with you eating rap snacks for dinner. A whole lot of rap snacks. The Boosie, Louisiana hot joints, or the what is it? The little what is it? The Migos Ranch. The Migos Ranch is alright though. The Boosie joints alright too. Shout out to the rap snacks. Absolutely. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. You reap what you sow. And that's the thing. Right now, you know, yo, but do they? Do they, guys? Do they truly reap what they sow? Because I'm under the impression that these motherfuckers do a whole lot of freaking cataclysmic, stupid ass shit, and these motherfuckers just end up right back in the driver's seat. Oh, yeah, because once again, if you had it the way you say you had it, and if they had this stable of stars the way they say they had a stable of stars, they would be more willing to part ways or separate from doing business with the bullshit. Because in all professions, when you're out in the freaking limelight of the media, you always want to separate yourself from the bullshit. They don't have the stable to do so. They don't have the money to do so. So guess what? Like I said, there's power in silence. So we just gonna roll with the punches, continue to let these dudes fuck up. You know what this shit reminds me of? You want to know what's a good description of the PBC? It just came to my mind. As elementary as it seems. You know when you drop your kid off at pre-K or whatever, you know the pre-K that's paid for by the, you know the daycare that's paid for by the state or whatever. You drop your kid off or whatever. Or you ever been in high school and they got the little daycares in the high school with kids with the pregnant girls would drop their kids off at, unfortunately, for those pregnant, you know what I'm saying, for those pregnant mothers at an early age. And all of the kids would just be running around with no guidance, doing whatever the hell they want. The freaking lady who's supposed to be watching them for basically damn near next to pennies, she's over there spent. She's in the corner whispering all types of crazy shit out her freaking mouth because she's just lost it. The kids done made her batshit, ape shit crazy when everything she sees on the image is supposed to be a butterfly. She calling it something else because she's just straight nuts. So she got drool hanging off her lip. The kids is just owning shit. Paper plane flying, top rope Randy Savage jumping off a little freaking yellow Fisher Price chairs. They just going nutty. That's the equivalent of what basically the Premier Boxing Champions is. You hear nothing from Al Haymon because I'm sure he's probably on the top floor and all of his delusion, probably batshit nuts. If he think about the files on top of files of bullshit he got to deal with, the type of money that's owed, where's this money going to go? I'm sure he's probably buried in so much financial mathematics. It's hard for Al Haymon to lift himself up off the table. Him or Sam Watson, whatever the fuck his last name is, because they got so much bullshit going on. That downstairs underneath on the employee level, On the fighter's level of the floor, that shit is something like the romper room. Little romper room gang over there. They just going batshit crazy. You just opened the door, left the keys. Some kid that walked to the door who looked remotely old enough to be babysitting in place or coming to the door for the person who's supposed to be supervising the whole situation. You just dropped the kids, pulled off. You had no idea this type of behavior was going on over here. Well, I'm here to tell you, there's some romper room gang shit. And that's basically what's going on in the PBC. Tack on the felonies, tack on the simping, the getting thrown through Ferraris, tack on the attacks on freaking Al Heyman in the public, airing out all of your grievances online, owning up to the fact that you're getting stipends on Twitter. I mean, shoot, getting nickel and dime by your own promotional outfit. Oh my God, the list goes on and on and on. Shout out to the 50K and the rental car expenditures. I hope, you know what I'm saying, that shit's in the lawsuit as well, because somebody's got to get covered for pain and suffering. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, I'm on fire right now. I could do this shit all day. I could do this shit all day. Like I said when I started this shit, hey man, I talk that boxing shit pretty good. Hey, but one thing we really, really do over here on Reaper Gang Radio, we do this real life shit for real. We do this real life shit for real, for real. Hey, man, and your antics led to you getting your whole motherfucking ass kicked. Well, guess what? As we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. It's the motherfucking boss. Respect. Salute to all my Reapers.